Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vanessa K7 and I'm here with a makeup video. I'm sorry if I'm speaking a bit too low. My son is literally in his cot sleeping. Okay, I feel like in the world of makeup there's people that still are just beginning with makeup, that I wanted to throw it back and show you guys a basic makeup routine to help you gain confidence in your makeup. I ain't no professional, okay, but I have a lot of skill and experience, and my makeup has really advanced over the years with a lot of practice. I do have an eyebrow tutorial on my channel that you guys can follow as well. But yeah, let's just get started. So first of all, you have your foundation. I'm sure you've been matched, because when I started out makeup I was matched by a beauty expert in a shop. You just get your foundation. This is mine, and basically just apply your foundation all over your face or the areas you just want to cover. So here's pretty dark around my mouth, as you can see, so I'm just going to cover it in the areas where I need it. If you want to do full face, that's what foundation is for. You can put it all over your face or focus it on the areas you just want to even out. It really doesn't matter. So your foundation is your base, so that's the first thing you want to use. Make sure your face is moisturized and prime. I just use a moisturizer. I don't actually use primer. I feel like it's too layering. Moisturizer is fine, then your foundation. After you put your foundation on, you want to go in with your sponge. I know everyone has a sponge. I got this from Superdrugs. It cost me I think about £6. Really good, from Real Techniques. Really good beginner makeup sponge, and I'm just dabbing it in to blend. Make sure everything's blended out. And how do you know when to stop blending? When there's no streaks or harsh line and your face looks like it literally has no foundation on it. No harsh lines. Okay, so now is the very easy part of your whole routine. Now you're going to go in with your concealers. You're going to highlight and contour, and I'm not going to make it complicated. I'm going to make it a shade lighter than you, which this would be my shade, and a shade darker than you, which this would be my shade. Let me just show you guys closer. Light and dark. This is from LA Girl. It's Pro Concealer. You'll find it in loads of hair shops or beauty supply shops for the Americans, and yeah, it's easy to obtain, and I thought I'd use that for this tutorial so you guys don't have to fish for what product to use. Really the goat. When I started out makeup, guys, it was LA Girl to the world. Chin, under eye, got loose hair. Ugh, this is disgusting. Forehead, tiny bit here, and if you want to do a nose contour, you do a nose contour, but for now I'm just going to keep it as this. Basic highlight, your under eyes, chin, forehead. This is the basic standard highlight and contour. Practice until you get to know your face shape. This is the standard. Then with your dark concealer, which is about, I say, 3-4 shades darker than you, this is where you're going to I would say this is even a bit too light. Other cheek, in line, and we're just going to leave it as that. I don't want to do too much for the beginners, but that is the standard highlight and contour. This is actually a bit too light for me, even though I got like the second to darkest shade, which is crazy. Yes, that's definitely the one. Brush, your sponge, you can use your sponge to blend as well. So I'm just going to use the back of the sponge to blend the contour. In the same motion of that line, as you, whatever you draw, you want to keep it in those like shapes. So we're just blending the lines with your your sponge. We're only going to use your sponge today, so in case you don't have like lots of makeup tools, just use your sponge, it works. And now I'm going to start blending in our highlight. And just follow your shape, the shape of your eyes. And like a little triangle, guys. But you're just going to do a lot of blending, so you don't see harsh line. This is a harsh line. You just blend over it, because we don't want to see harsh lines, that's all. I would say this is even a lot of product, guys. If you can use less than this, use less, because LA Girl is super pigmented with their concealers. I've been using e.l.f. recently, and it doesn't give what this gives, you know. Might have to use LA Girl again, you know. Honestly, I haven't used it in donkey years, guys, because I just wanted to try something new. But this was my go-to, like the goat of goats. But yeah, you just blend in that triangle motion under your eye, keeping the product in one place, and just blend. The key is blending. This is harsh lines. You don't want to leave your makeup like this, so take the back of your sponge and blend over those lines. Just keep blending. Keep blending until you can't see that. And your moustache area. Again, harsh lines we don't like. And forehead, I only put a little bit of concealer on my forehead because I don't want it to take over. You don't want your concealer to take over your whole face. That's when you get this casty look. It's supposed to just lighten certain areas but not your whole face. So that's why I don't put a lot, because had I put a lot, it would have been just taken over my whole face, as you can see. Okay, so you can see everything is blended, looks like. Okay, and now we're just going to simply set our face. Say powder is very, very important. You don't want to have a casty look. So this is my favorite at the minute, which is the Beauty Bakerie Flower Setting Powder in Cassava Yellow. So again, you can use the same sponge if you want, or you can get yourself a powder puff. I need to get a new powder puff at this point. But yeah, just gonna set your under eyes with the powder. Your forehead, you want to set your forehead as well. Where you put your powder is important. Don't go just all over. Put it in the areas you put your highlight in and you'll be fine. So this is it. You're just following your own steps basically. So this is all the areas that I put the highlighter. So now we're just gonna wait for our base to bake. And this is it, guys. So wait for the powder to set in a bit. Give it about, I would say, 5 minutes, or even less than, maybe 2 minutes. You can carry on the rest of your makeup after this. So literally just go onto your blush. I'm gonna use the Juvias Place palette. I love this pink right here. But if you have any other blush, you can use that as well. So, and just kind of add some colour to your face. Just a tiny bit. Just add some colour. And I'm just going to line my lips and put my favourite lip gloss on, which can be anything. Depends what mood I'm in. So as our baking is probably done now, you're just going to take a brush, any brush that doesn't have any makeup product on it, a plain brush, and dust off the powder. Just dust off the powder, it's all coming off. Dust, dust, dust. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a setting spray, which will basically marry everything together, because I can see it's still quite a bit, you know, it just needs to be married together. So we're just going to set spray some help. So I got this Ofra highlighter, I've got Fenty highlighter, and I've got Revolution highlighter. This is the most affordable, I would say. Yeah, these two are the most affordable. I can use either, to be honest, but I'm going to use the Fenty one. Whatever highlight, shimmery highlight you can get, basically what mimics all those shiny places is what you're going to apply. Create a shimmer in the areas where the light hits, which is here, here, your cheekbones, tiny bit on your forehead, your chin. Just highlight here. Here. Eyebrows. Eyebrows. And if you want to be a bit fancy, fancy, just put some highlight in the corner of your eyes. Almost there, believe it or not, but almost to the end of this video. It was so quick. Just going to take some mascara, apply it on my bottom lash. And if you want, you can just go like this, but because I'm going to be a bit, you know, extravagant with it, but not too extravagant, I'm just going to take some lashes, whatever lashes you have, you want to add it for a little bit of a pizzazz. And I'm going to go with these lashes here, which are nice and natural. Okay guys, so that's all for this video. There isn't any more. That is literally the quickest way to a highlight and contour routine for makeup beginners. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope it wasn't too many steps and I hope it wasn't too much. Like when you're beginning makeup, it can seem like a lot, and I really hope I didn't do a lot. Foundation, 2 concealers, powder, blush, setting spray, highlighter, lip gloss, lashes. Less than 10 steps, guys. It was less than 10 steps, so I hope it wasn't too hard. There's so many different brushes and so much more to discover with makeup, but I hope I made it a very simple beginner makeup for you guys that is very nice looking as well. I didn't want to do something that was just not going to give you a nice finish. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys back on my channel with another makeup video. Bye guys.